We're live from Lindsborg on this beautiful Friday morning. It's been really hot outside, but we found a little bit of shade outside of the Old Mill Museum. Many of you have been here many times to visit, but I am sharing something new today. We are sharing something new that many of you may not know about. I'm just finishing up this little bit of goodness. This is an oatmeal raisin cookie, but there's a great story behind this. And I'm with Lenora, who works at the Old Mill, and she's going to share a little bit about these great cookies. These are a new thing.
They are a new thing. We are partnering with 350 with Carla, and she created a signature cookie for us. And this is to introduce our new wheat exhibit here at the Old Mill.
Okay, so 350 Degrees, maybe some of you know or don't know, is a great bakery that's in what many of you possibly know as the Courtyard Gallery in downtown Lindsborg. Carla is open Wednesdays through Saturdays from 8:30 in the morning till 3 in the afternoon, and she carries all kinds of baked goodness. But this is something new of hers. This is a great cookie, but it's made with some local ingredients too.
That's right. The wheat is grown by Jim and Tammy Dahlstein out here by Fremont, and
so locally grown grain.
Locally grown and ground grain that Carla uses in the recipes. This is a heritage recipe that she found, like what your grandmother would have made.
So you can get a package of these little wonders. You can get, how much are they? They're really very reasonably priced.
Yeah, so you can get a dozen for $10, or she has them packaged in a half dozen for $6.
And what are they called? They've got a great name.
They are called Old Mill Lunchbox Cookies.
Lunchbox Cookies. So we think about that from a long time ago. Everybody packed their lunch. Many people didn't eat out a long time ago. So there's a little bit of historical content probably to that too. But they're still good for today. And I'm telling you, in the morning, they're even good for breakfast. Oatmeal, raisins, you have your grain and your fruit, right? You're a little bit of cereal there possibly. Good with a cup of coffee, and we really encourage you to do this. While we have you this morning, though, I also want to share some rates and some things have changed for the campgrounds here. And many of you don't know there even is a campgrounds at the Old Mill, and yet it's one of the best places in town. It's the best kept secret for camping. And I'm going to show some pictures of the campgrounds to you later today. I'll post some pictures of that, as well as some more information about how to get these great little cookies. Can you share a little bit about the rates and just what you can do for amenities here?
Right. So we have raised our rates just slightly. With electricity, it is $15, and that's with 30 amp electrical service, and that is all that we currently have. There's no water or sewer, but if you need to fill water tanks, right down here at the end of our walk is a spigot with city water, so you're welcome to fill up tanks here. If you don't need electricity, then it's just $12 a night, so still very reasonably priced for your lodging.
We've had a lot of people come here to camp this summer. Some of the ones I remember the best, probably we had a couple teams of solar powered cars that were coming through our county, and they used the campgrounds to camp overnight with their college students. It's a great shady spot. It's very accessible to the walking trail that goes through Lindsborg, so you can use either the Volkomen Trail or the Meadowlark Trail, which goes south of town. So bring your bikes, just plan to walk. Definitely plan to pay admission to the Old Mill Museum and spend a little bit of time here, and admission's very inexpensive. What is admission?
Admission is $5 per person. That includes everyone from the age of 7 on up to 107.
You can go through a self-guided tour across the street at Heritage Square. I'll send some pictures of that as well. I'll share those later this afternoon. And there are all kinds of great exhibits in the mill. Do not miss the new exhibit, though. I'm getting ready to go inside and see that for myself. We're signing off from Lindsborg. Stay tuned for a later post today. More about these little good cookies and more about the campground. We'll see you next week.